Hi, folks. Let's just make sure everything goes out there the way it should be going out there. Let me know when you hop on. Hey, Brenda, how are you doing this morning? I should say this afternoon, but who's counting, right? I'm not counting. I'm just sharing me out to a few places. I want to put this in our private group too. I don't know why I know I have a lot of groups and I'm part of a lot of groups, but honestly, like I only post to just a few of them. Why? Why is it so hard? Hey, Teresa, how are you? Good to see you. Yay. Y'all don't know how happy this makes me. Ever since yesterday when I was just like, you know what? I'm going back to the way I used to and just be like whatever, you know? Where is my how come I can't find it? There we go. All of a sudden, like my groups weren't showing, and I'm like, something funky going on, but no, nothing weird going on. Thank you for sprinkling the love. That is so important. And actually, we're going to go back to doing that too. And so, why not just make today the day? Where's my jar? I had my jar, I had my tickets. Here's my jar. And we're just going to go back to the way things were. I tried doing the tickets different and I wasn't happy with it. So sprinkle the love. You get entered for a prize pack. We're just going to go back to that. Today we are doing the December calendar painting. But it is also the second day of gratitude, the 25 days of gratitude. And I am so grateful for you all. So this is the perfect time to go back to our prize pack. Last night I was live for a little while with you all. And we did these. I finished these up this morning. I put a little gold bow on them for their halo. I'm going to tack it with a little tacky glue. I haven't done that yet. Just so they stay like, they don't get like that and they stay more like that one or more like this one. So it looks more like a little halo on their head. But here is our ornaments. These are now on my website. The 3 are $15. They're basically the same price as the other ones. And it comes with all of the things you need to create it. And it doesn't have a hanger and it doesn't have the thing, but I can throw in some hangers if you want. And so if you don't have them, but they're the peace, love, and joy angels. And I might even just make a tracer of the words because it fits kind of perfect. So, and add those as a download if you get them. So there they are. I think they're adorable. I think they turned out super good. Hold on, I need to. Last minute, I was like searching for something I did not have. So sprinkle the love. Thank you, Debbie. I love them. So yes, tag, folks. Thank you, Brenda, for doing that. Now, little Miss D, Makara, she isn't going to be joining us today. Girlfriend is on her trip. I'm not sure exactly how this one goes, but I think this is the one that she like flies to Spain, I think. somewhere in Spain, and then she takes the cruise across the Atlantic back to the United States. And so it's like a 2-week trip. So she won't be back until mid-November. I don't know the exact date. Girlfriend is cruise. Well, I don't know when the cruise starts, but right now I think she's enjoying Spain. So anyway, let's get started because it's going to take us a little bit today because I picked something that it might be a little challenging. And so I don't know about y'all, but I love Christmas scenes like this. I love postcards like this, or like Christmas cards like this, not so much postcards. She is enjoying life. And so I want to do something similar to this, maybe even like straight up sort of copy it. I don't know. This was from Amazon. It's canvas that you can buy printed. I don't know. It didn't say an artist's name. I'm sure it generated somewhere or another. Who knows? I know that would be an awesome trip. And then I also like this. I love the shape of these. The trees are a little odd, but I kind of like it. I kind of like this is what was this? This is a German advent calendar. And so but anyway, I kind of like this. We're going to extend the roof up. We're going to complete the house a little bit there. We may or may not have a red truck, even though I love a red truck. We may remove that aspect and just kind of have the winter field cottage with the snowman. I don't know. We'll see. Because this is a little, while I love it, it's a little busy. So we're not going to make it exactly like this. And so just remember to sprinkle the love. Let folks know about me. If you do and you let me know, I'll put your name in here. We will have a drawing for a prize pack. I need to think about how I want to do this because this is the 25 days of gratitude, even though this is the December calendar painting, but I am going to be live for 25 days in a row doing different things. I've got some fun things planned for next week, and it's going to be a little bit, I want to see. I want to make sure I'm moving the right direction. Okay, I don't want my picture taking up the camera space, and so I need to make sure I'm moving it the right direction. Hey, Melissa. So yeah, I will be doing some different stuff, and so painting a lot of stuff, but there's gonna be like different stuff we paint. So let me get started with this, and I can talk a little bit about some of the plans. But we're gonna have some stuff. I am too. I'm very excited. I'm very nervous because, well, I'm not nervous. Nervous is not the word. I'm not nervous, but I'm like, woof. It's going to be a busy and fast month, and I've got a lot going on. But honestly, I've been almost over the moon happy with this decision. Yay! Oh, okay. Mail came on your way at the house. Yes, I saw where it should have been like, it said it was expected yesterday, but then I could tell where it was. It was like, it's not even out for delivery. So you weren't going to get it yesterday. I'm excited for you to open them. Folks have been loving all the stuff. So, and then your stickers went out, and I can't wait for you to get those. So yeah, we're going to have some fun with Thanksgiving because it's all about being grateful. And so we're going to talk about the things we're grateful for in our lives because, while, you know, we do have our challenges. Everyone does. There are so many things that, especially in times when you're like challenged with like either, be a health issue, be something going on in the family, be, I mean, it's sometimes hard to think about like all of the good stuff, right? And so it was like kind of brainstorm like, well, what about doing that? And I'm like, and I immediately loved it. And I'm like, yes, that's the thing. Like, hey D, how are you? Good to see you. We're going to be working on December calendar piece. And we're going to get a little bit of a background in here, but not a whole lot, because our house is going to be kind of the main feature. And so, in fact, I may even, just for simplicity, and just because I'm not the best when it comes to architectural details, I may just use a little bit of, I'm going to put that on there like that, because I want to extend the roof lines up. I want to complete those and then figure out like, what does this side look like? I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I am going to do the house outline because I just think it will make my life easier. Okay. I don't know when they'll get there. I don't know that they'll get there today because I just mailed them. Well, it's been a while. I mean, it's been a few days. I mailed them on, was it Thursday? Your papers came today. It was 2 separate orders. So, but yeah, still text me and tell me how you like the things you got, because I love to hear when my customers get something from me. I love my products. I really do. I feel like my products that I carry, I don't just carry any and all products. One, I don't have the space for it, but two, I also think my products are like, I don't know, are a little nicer. But that's my opinion, and opinions, we all have them. So, but yeah, I love to hear and I love to see what folks do with them, because that's the thing that just is awesome. So, because I'm terrible with architecture, we're gonna let a little bit of, and I may just like make a little of this up and move this tree over, because I want to see more of my, we're going to make a little of this up, because I don't think I'm going to have the truck. And so we'll see. And a lot of this we're going to have to make up, guys, and it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. And there's steps up, but that looks weird to me. So I'm going to bring it down here, like where the that doesn't seem like it goes the right direction. So I'm gonna not trace that on there, and I'm just gonna make that part up right here. And so we'll figure that out. I'm gonna move that over. So I'm gonna have my house kind of this part kind of come across and come down and finish out that window there. And then I'm going to have this part come down, and then this is going to be kind of like the ending of my house right here. And then we'll figure out how to make that rail come all the way across there, and it'll work. Hey, Ari, good to see you. It's been forever. See, and this is the thing. I was telling, like, I think that it's just really been my issue, is I haven't seen my friends. This is a hot taco mess right here. I'm telling you. Y'all know how you move those hot tacos and you bite into them and all the stuff falls off of them? All into your hand? Well, that's what I got going on right here. But is there a puppy in that truck? No, there's not. I don't even know if the truck is actually going to be in the picture. I'm debating not putting the truck in the picture and just having the house be so cute and having a snowman and maybe like a cute little post or something. You eating tacos right now? All right, that's good enough. That's good enough for us to go forward on. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to completely get rid of my picture. So, yeah, we're going to put a puppy in something. We'll put a puppy in something. I'm going to be live for 25 days. If y'all sprinkle the love, y'all's name will go in here, and I will draw a drawing, a thing. And I'm going to draw one today. So I may do one. I have plenty of stuff to pack, 25 packs. So 25 small packs of stuff to go out. So sprinkle the love, get in the drawing, let folks know about me. Let folks know that I'm back because I'm kind of over not being here with y'all. And I haven't been happy about the decisions that were made. And I'm just gonna be like, look, it just ain't working. I thought it would give me more time, and it did give me more time, but the time just, I don't know. There's no words, because it kind of doesn't it doesn't equal each other, but it's at the same time, I'm like, I'm happy. And that's the important thing. Hopefully y'all are happy too. So thank you for sprinkling. I will add you, and I'm adding just some colors to my palette plate here. I've got, these are golden products, and Liquitex. It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. You don't have to use these same ones. I've got red, I got blue, I got yellow, I've got a raw sienna. Yeah. I've got a white, I got a black, I got a Listerine crimson, and I have a, what color green was that? Hooker's green. Yeah. Before I said Hookers, I wanted to make sure I didn't have the other green. So we're going to start here, and we'll see what we need. Oh, I do want to put some Payne's gray because we've got all of that gray happening. Yes, thank you for sprinkling, Cindy. And Teresa. Oh, I already got you in there, Teresa. I already got you in there. And so, yes, it is. Me too, Debbie. I'm excited. Somebody, oh, who was it that, Cindy, did I not? I don't think I put Cindy in there. I think I have Brenda, and I don't have Cindy. That's who I needed to add. I already had Teresa. Okay. There we go. Yeah, happy is important. And I like spending my time with y'all. And we're just going to let what happens, happens. Right? I'm not going to worry about it. All right, let me grab some brushes here that aren't totally destroyed. I am too hard on my brushes. Even my good artist brushes I have been like really bad on lately. I need to check on myself. Oh, thank you, Callie. Thank you, thank you. You're in there. All right, let's get busy painting. Let's get busy painting. And if y'all know me, y'all know I love an angle brush. I love those brushes for when I'm doing for when I need to do freehand or when I need to like it act like a paint, like a pencil. I love this brush because it acts just like a pencil. And so I'm gonna get a little white. We're gonna work on our house a little bit, getting in some of the details of our house. I'm gonna pull in a little bit of this black, a little bit of this white. Get some gray going here. We'll worry about snow and all of that. And if we make a mistake, we'll cover it up with snow, guys. So it's not going to matter. We're not worried about it too much. That's our roof line coming in there. Y'all know me. I don't worry about it. Like when it comes to painting, really when it comes to anything art, it doesn't matter whether you're painting, whether you're drawing, whether you're whatever you're doing, whether it's mixed media, like there is no accidents. I mean, you might have an accident. You want to be like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. But you can fix it is what I mean. Like there's nothing that is permanent. And so we got some brown going. I'm just going to put in some of my major details here. So my windows. Again, if it's not perfect, it's okay. This brush is a little big for that, so I will hold off on doing that. But I kind of want to get... We just kind of want our little house to, you know, have pretty straight lines, but our snow can, you know, make that one way or another. It doesn't matter. Okay. I'm just blocking in some of the like grayer parts of the house. Cute little cottage. So y'all being the 25 days of gratitude, y'all tell me, what are you grateful for on day 2? Day 2, I mentioned on day 1 how I'm so grateful for you all. But on day 2, I am so grateful My list is so long. It's hard to break it up because then it sounds like, well, I'm more grateful for one thing than another. But let me just state that there is like I don't necessarily have one thing I'm more grateful for than another. I'm grateful for all, you know, there's definitely like things if I did not have in my life would be hard, like my family. I am ultimately grateful for my family. Um, Life, yes. Me too. Very grateful. Like, thank the Lord daily that you wake up. Thank the Lord for my family. Ask Him to watch over them. Okay, so our house is starting to come into shape, right? And so I'm grateful on days that Kai behaves himself. He's a good puppy. He really is. My husband would be like, said no one ever. I'm going to get a little bit of a brown going. I kind of want it to be a grayish brown. And let's start to get this window in. But yeah, I am grateful for all of that. Hey, Kathy, it has been a month of Sunday since I have caught you. I've seen you. I'm so glad for that. Kathy, we're back to the normal self. Like, I've been trying something new, but that just wasn't working for me. And so I'm back to getting so this is going to be our bay window. And we're going to make it bay. Oh, Brenda, I am thankful for that myself. I am very thankful for the fact that you have not, and that things are moving in the right direction. This has got to come down a little bit lower, and that's got to angle back a little bit. This is like a bay window. And so, me too. I'm so grateful. And this is what the 25 days of gratitude is going to do. So, sprinkle a little love, and let's get us out there, and let's all start talking about the things we're grateful for. We can all talk about the things that we struggle with. But let's flip the switch a little bit and let's start talking about the things we're grateful for instead of the things that, you know, give us issue. I'm going to just pop a little of this color in right there. And then I'm going to come over here and pop a little bit of this color in this door. Though I want a deeper brown for this, so I'm going to grab my burnt umber. Yes, Ari. How is your mama, by the way? Because I haven't talked to you in forever, and I haven't heard an update on your mama. How is she? Is she doing okay? Last I heard, she was doing pretty good. She gotten a good report from her doctor. Thank you, Dee, for sprinkling the love. Where was that looking? Did I accidentally? I think, guys, I think I accidentally done put my Listerine Crimson up in my burnt umber. Look at that. That's red. Like, that's not right. It's okay. Yes. Yes, Melissa, it does. It actually does. It teaches you to like to enjoy the good times, right? So it's easy to forget when things are tough how blessed we really are. In the grand scheme, you know what I'm saying? I pray every day. I try to, at least. I'm not, I mean, I do the majority of the days is what I need to say, because when I say every day, like, there may be a day that I don't, but it's few and far between. And so, and I believe in the power of that, because you will definitely, I mean, I'm not trying to push any kind of a religion on anybody, but I firmly believe that there you will see a difference. Okay, I want the door set back. These two kind of like pop out and the door is back, houses that are like that. So we've got our brown in there for our door, and then our satellite windows we'll put on top. We have my brother-in-law staying with us until today. He finally retired and left to his new home up in Clearmont, Florida with my sister. Mom was happy to have him here. I bet she was. I bet she's also happy to be like, y'all have a safe trip home. Because I don't know. I mean, I love my family, don't get me wrong, and I would like open my home if I needed to for any of them. But at the same time, like, I would be grateful on the day they were like leaving too. Because it's just different routine. You're used to a certain routine, and then all of a sudden, you have like I won't say a house guest, because at this point it's like they're not a guest. They're like staying with you, and you like it interrupts like the whole routine. But I know she'll also miss them. Okay. Get a little gray up in that area. And then I'm just going to allow myself just to pick up some of these grays, some of these browns, just in different, like I'm not caring how it's mixing, and we're just going to put it on the reef line here. If we cover up a little bit of our V, that's okay. We can come back and we can fix that. We just want to get color in there. Something of some sort of a color. Doesn't matter. We're going to have snow up on it, so it's not going to really matter too much. Okay. I'm grateful to spend time with my daughter and granddaughter today, going to the pumpkin patch. Oh, that's always fun, Debbie. That is always fun. I still have a picture. Well, of course, I'll still have it. But my niece, she's now 18. And her friend that when they were in preschool. They weren't even in like school. And they have been friends, and they are still friends to this day. They have been friends since preschool. And they are still friends. And in fact, the first time I met him, he turned 18 also. He turned 18 just last week. Zoe turned 18 early part of October. They're both October babies. Anyway, the first time I met him, I took Zoe. I went with Zoe on a field trip she had with the preschool, and they went to a pumpkin patch here locally. And her mom, Zoe's mom's a nurse, and she couldn't get off to go. So she asked if I could go. And I'm like, sure. And so I went so Zoe could go to the pumpkin patch. Well, he was there, of course. His grandmother was with him. And the first thing he did, as soon as we got there, he comes running up to me and Zoe. And he was like, hi, my name's Christian. And he kind of messed up a little bit, but he fixed himself. He said, I'm Zoe's girlfriend. And he goes, no. Zoe's my girlfriend. And anyway, I got so tickled. His grandma got so tickled. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And so anyway, but I have pictures of them at that pumpkin patch, and they were so cute. They did the little tractor ride, sitting side by side. They weren't really holding hands, but they were like so close and looking at each other and laughing, and it was so cute. I've got pictures from that. They're still friends today. They've never been boyfriend, girlfriend. They've never ever as they age, they never were, but they it was so cute. It was so cute. But yeah, they were never boyfriend, girlfriend. And so, all right, so our house is taking some shape, and I'm loving it. We've got a lot of detail work to do, but we're just getting in a little bit of the things. I'm going to actually grab a different brush, one that I can get in there with a little bit of detail. And so, but yeah, they were so cute. I don't know how old your granddaughter is, but when they're young like that, I think both of them went to because both of them missed the cutoff to go at 5. They went to school when they were 6. So I think they were 4. I think they were 4 years old. It was their first time, or their first year in preschool, I think. And it was like they had just met that, September when school started. And so but he's playing football. He's a big football player, has been drafted to a college. Actually, he's been accepted to several. I don't know which one he will choose, but he's been accepted to several colleges. I've not heard if he's picked one yet. But they all both graduate in June. So we'll see. It is cute. I mean, like I said, they've never been anything more than friends, but they're still friends. We've all wondered, like, but it has yet to happen. So we've kind of like let that ship sail, For years, for a few years, we were like, wonder if they will, because they were still friends, still, talking. And even though they never went to school, they never officially went to school together. They just went to preschool because he lives in the county, she lives in the city. And so they go to different schools. So they never went to school when school started going. But we often wondered. But no, he's a good boy. And Zoe is looking to go to, she hasn't gotten back, but now she just put in her applications. And so she hasn't heard anything, but she is looking to go to the University of Delaware is where she wants to go. Well, she's got 3 picked out because of what she wants to do. And the University of Delaware is one of the 3. And she's actually been there a couple of times now. She met the skating team. She met and practiced with them. She figure skates. And she practiced with them. And she did like the tour twice now. She really likes it up there. So she's thinking about going there. We'll see. It's a little on the pricey side. It's a little on the pricey side. My sister's like, I'll be broke forever. I'm like, yeah, you will. Not gonna lie, you're gonna be broke. And then she's got Zach coming up right behind her. She's like, I'll never be able to retire. I'm like, probably not. Our house is taking shape. 6, and on the 30th, that's the closest, and 6 going on 30. I know, right? That's exactly how they all are. And you're like, slow down, slow down, slow down. Please slow down. Stop. You're like, stop, please. But yeah, like I don't know where 18 years have gone. Like I really don't know. And I mean in Zach 13 years, like where like how did that happen? Like, I don't even know how that has happened. And you're like, how? But how? How? How has it been? It's amazing how fast it goes, and then yet, it can seem like, well, it's taken forever, and yet I need True Brown, and I'm getting like a lot of that because I accidentally done stuck the Listerine Crimson up in my brown thing. I need a little more. So yeah, I'm grateful for my family. I have a grandson too. I have a grandson who is 18 also. My sister and my daughter-in-law, well, my son is, I call him my son, but he's actually not mine. But that's a long story. And his real mom decided not, she didn't want to be in the picture. Her choice, not ours. But he's mine. And but there's some age difference between me and my husband, and so the math doesn't exactly add up. That's why. But my grandson, he's 18 too. So my sister and my daughter-in-law both get pregnant at almost at the same time. They like my sister was due November 2nd. My daughter-in-law was due December. I think her original date was closer to Christmas. I don't remember what her original date was told, but it was kind of like she was told an original date, and then every time she went to the doctor, he moved it up and up and up until finally it was like the beginning of December, which that's when the baby came. That's when Morgan came. And so, but yeah, it will be 18 in December. And so I'm excited about that. And also can't believe it. Like, how are you? So, and then fast forward 5 years. So a girl is born and a boy is born. Okay. Fast forward 5 years. And then they both are pregnant again at the same time. This time, my daughter-in-law is due in well, I think she actually gave birth really close to her due date. So it was like September, middle of September. And then my sister pops up like middle of October. So they were supposed to be 1 month apart each time. And this time, my daughter-in-law has the girl, and my sister has the boy. So I have a granddaughter who is 13. She turned 13 in September. But she's like 13 going on 30. So I totally get that. So fun. I know. I told him when that happened, I said, in 5 years, y'all both just say no. Like, we can't do this again in 5 years. They both laughed. But I guess they said no because we didn't do it again. So there's that. I think my sister would have absolutely loved it. I think my daughter-in-law too would have also. Um, but okay, so it's starting to take a little bit more shape, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Do you understand how that works? My son and daughter-in-law were younger than my sister when they may have been what you would have said was too young, but they're still together today, so obviously they're doing something right. So we're not gonna worry about that, right? We're not worried about that. Not for me to. I'm just grateful for the two that we have. We gotta turn the lights on. I tell you, when it comes time for their birthdays, it gets expensive because they're all so close together. And then of course, poor Morgan, his birthday is right at, well, not really right at Christmas, but it's in December. It's early part of December. But so you're like trying to figure out, okay, of all of these gifts I've gotten, which one is gonna be his Christmas gift and which one's gonna be his birthday gift. Yeah, at his age, it's gotten a lot easier because it's just like give him money. I have no idea. Unless he says, like, I need this thing. It's like money is. I can sometimes pick for Zoe some stuff, but she's even hard too. Turn the lights on. Oh, thank you, Debbie. We're gonna turn lights on and we're gonna get this thing going down the road here. Because we've got a lot of stuff we're gonna cover up too. So we've got to get this on so then we can cover up. We can cover up. Um, And so this painting will take a little bit. We may have to do a part two. I I should have known like this is gonna be a little bit, but I really wanted this to be like something special. Um it's the last of the calendar pieces, and so I wanted it to be kind of like special. I tried to get video today. I was working on my computer earlier today, working on some stuff, and I was sitting there and I looked out the window and it looked like it was snow and leaves. Like the leaves were just like, "Ba, ba, 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 ba," like raining down. It was so pretty. And then, of course, I get up, go over, take a video of it, and it kind of stops. So then I'm like, okay. And then I was like getting ready for my live. I looked out the bathroom window and the same thing was happening. And I was like, you're kidding me. Like, come on. I tried to get the video. I was like, well, I just enjoy it. Maybe a video tomorrow. Here where I'm at, I'm in Virginia. I'm in the foothills of the Blue Ridge. I don't care if it's a little wonky. A tree is probably going to take a little bit of this anyway. So it's going to be fine. You're trying to learn. You get the short end of the gifts because of Christmas. I know. I know. I try really hard not to do that. I try really hard like to just like, okay, what did I keep it even? Like whatever I give one, I mean, I don't give the same thing, but like money wise, like, okay, if I'm gonna spend this for that one's birthday, well then I'm gonna spend this with that for all of their birthdays. And the same for Christmas. So it actually looks like when Morgan comes here, well, I try to separate his birthday from Christmas and not give him be like, here's your birthday gift, here's your Christmas gift on the same day. But there has been time when he couldn't come for his birthday, and it was like they were sick and then we were sick and it just didn't line up. And so I've had to do that. But then it looked like he was getting a mountain of gifts because my dad is also a December baby, and he always talks about how he got the short end of the stick because his birthday was in December, and his family is like, I always got the short end of the stick because it was like everybody else got a birthday gift, and then for his, it was like, well, here's your Christmas and your birthday gift. And you're like, gee, thanks. But all his brothers and sisters got a birthday gift because their birthdays weren't in December. Yeah, exactly. And you're like, really? Now, for these calendar pieces, I have stuck to the same palette of paints. But like I said earlier, it doesn't matter. Use what you have. You don't have to go buy these paints. Just, grab a yellow, grab a red. They all work the same. You too. Hi, Tamara. How are you? Thank you for doing that unboxing video. That was awesome. I absolutely loved it. She got some stuff, guys, and then when she was live, she unboxed it live. It was awesome. And then they got it. Yeah, it's like you almost have to hurt somebody's feelings, and you don't want to do that. And you're like, hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Now, of course, my dad would have never said anything to his family because he just would not have. But yeah, I totally get it. They're like, look, everybody else gets both. And here I'm like, happy birthday and Merry Christmas with the same gift. So I've tried real hard for him to be cognizant of not doing that. I'm going to add the little crosshairs in before. I'd already painted them in, and I was like, I probably should have just waited on those. And because we have that color in the background, we're going to probably have to give it a couple little coats because it's going to dry back. See how that's dried back a little bit? We'll give it a little. We want to like bring out our inner Thomas Kincaid and turn the lights on. Yeah, it wouldn't for him either. His family was, I mean, I won't say they didn't have extra. They had what they needed. But that's what they had, was what they needed. And they didn't have money for extra. Of course, it is a different time. My dad will be 77 years old this year. And so a totally different time back then. Kids were actually afraid of their parents. So they would have never said anything to his dad or mom. But he tells us how he got the short end of the stick because his birthday was in December. And I don't doubt it. Not one bit. Nothing wrong with the family, but I know how people do that. No, a lot of his family has already passed away, unfortunately. Of course, his mom has, and he has 2 sisters left. But both of his brothers have passed away. And he has 2 sisters. Just going to brighten these a little bit. And I'm also going to make them just a hair bigger because I feel like they're getting lost. And I want them to be just a hair like taller. And so this side should equal this side. This is like the house that has every light on. They have electric bill money. Exactly. It is kinda sad when you think about it, but exactly. Sometimes too much. That's kinda how we were. Maybe a little, sometimes too much, but we were allowed to express ourselves a little bit. We had to be respectful. Like, there was no not being respectful, but we were allowed to express ourselves and, give our opinions. Maybe when opinions probably shouldn't have been asked for, we gave them. It's all good. Different times. Okay. Let's see. This is gonna be all kind of snow hanging down here and all that stuff. So we're not gonna put all that in. I'm gonna grab my little smaller brush here and we're gonna put in some even finer details. I gotta put in the window over here, but I've gotta do something first on that. So let's see here if we can do this with the small brush. I think we can. Very light touch, no pressure. The more I push down with this brush, the bigger my line is going to get. So I'm trying to stay off of it. I'm also using a little water just to help with flow. Because sometimes on the flow, like on a canvas, it'll catch your brush. We're gonna have stuff hanging. So if a line isn't straight, isn't whatever, it's okay. In the end, you're not gonna pay a whole lot of attention to this right now. It's gonna stand out because there's nothing that just detracts. I have to stop and get my word right. Your eye from it. So it's gonna be like, well, that line's crooked, that line's thicker than that line. It's okay. Don't don't sweat the small stuff because in the grand scheme of things, no one's gonna pay attention to that because we're gonna have greenery, we're gonna have snow, we're gonna have lights, we're gonna have all the things, and no one's gonna pay attention to that. So don't sweat the small stuff. Leaving the light on for you. Exactly. They left the light on. They got every light in the house on. Who's that singer that sings that song? Every light in the house is on. It used to be popular back, uh, I guess 20 plus years ago now, maybe even more. Can't think of him. Trace Atkins, is that right? Trace Atkins, every light in the house is on. I think that's right. I don't know. I'm singing it on the inside. I can't sing it on the outside. And one, y'all wouldn't want to hear it, and two, Facebook would mute me. But yeah, I'm secretly singing that on the inside. I think that's the right person. I get them confused sometimes. There's too many for me to keep track of all of them, and I don't know the new ones very well. I don't listen to a whole lot of. I do listen to music. I listen to like my Spotify, but I don't know who's singing, like, because I don't listen to the radio. So they don't tell me who it is. And so I don't hear a lot. Um, since 1. I started at 1, so it's a little over an hour and we're just the stage. I think what I will do, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking we'll have like a second part, but at the same time, I'm like, well, when would I do the second part? Because I've got tomorrow, I'll be live. I'll be live twice tomorrow, guys. So we'll have like a two for tomorrow when it comes to um sprinkling the love. Now we'll only draw the thing once, but I'll leave the sprinkles in there for the other one. But tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern time, so wherever you are, but it's 4 p.m. Eastern time, so do the math. I'll be live, but I'll be on the Paint Pixie. Well, I'll be on my page and the Paint Pixie page. We'll be doing something fun with Paint Pixie. And then later that night at 7 p.m., I'm going to be live with my ornament collab, the other instructors in that. And we're going to be talking about the bonuses that we have to go along with the ornaments. If you have not heard about the ornament collaborative, this is my ornament. It's painted. You get the tracer. This is the wood ornament that I have in my store. There will be a little kit that's going to be offered that's going to have the little transparency paper. It's going to have the glitter, and it's going to have the ornament. But here are the other classes that are part of that. And so there's several painted ornaments in this. The gingerbread are painted. The little peppermint twist is painted. This is a rustic mixed media, but it's painted. And then this is on a clear glass ball, cardinals that are painted. This little snowman's painted. These little mittens are painted. And then we have a couple of mixed media pieces. We have some fabric pieces. So these are fabric. This is fabric. And then this is like the textile yarn, I guess. Little angel. So we're going to all be together, and we're going to be talking about, not only do you get these, you get freebies, you get other stuff too. So it's going to be so much fun. And it's less than $4 a tutorial. And there's some amazing instructors in there. Probably some that you follow. But come meet us. I don't know if everybody can do it tomorrow at 7, but we'll get as many as we can. How many years have I been painting? Don't say sorry when you ask me any questions. You can ask me any question you want. I mean, and if it's like a personal question, I'll be like, well, maybe I don't want that, like broadcasted out. So I'll just say, that's a little personal, but feel free to ask me anything. I have been painting my entire life pretty much. But far as my business, since 2020. So I have always, I consider myself like a lifelong creative. If that's a word, I don't know. I think so. We're going to put the rail in here just because I need to know where this rail is going to go. I think I can kind of see it right here. And so I've always been creative. I've always painted. Like art has been one of my things forever. For many years, actually, I didn't do any of it. Like growing up, I was always painting, drawing, markers, whatever, something creative, right? Sewing, you name it. I probably have done it. Um, and then when I got married, I kind of like, life gets busy when you get married and you don't have the time and you have like a house to take care of and you don't have your mama there doing all the work for you. And you want to call your mama and be like, "Mama, I'm coming home because this is hard." Um, but anyway, um, and so for many years, the only time I picked up a paintbrush was at Christmas time when I did Christmas ornaments. And that's why ornaments are just like the I just love them. I have always loved them. And so um we're gonna have a tree over here. So we're gonna have like we don't need this to be perfect. Um and so anyway, I that was basically the only time I picked up a paintbrush. And then y'all know what happened in 2020, right? COVID came along and sent us home. And I don't know, I pulled out my art and I started just doing different things and doing different crafts. And I posted them online just, because that's what we had. We had Facebook and we had, that was the only way to talk to our friends for the most part. So I started posting them and then it just sort of snowballed. And one of my friends was like, "Can you teach me?" And I'm like, "Sure." And it just sort of like that's how it happened. Fast forward and here I am today. None of this was planned, but it's been an awesome. I mean, I know COVID was terrible and I would never say, I'm grateful for COVID because I feel like there's been too much loss to actually say you're grateful for something that was so bad. But it has brought me like so many friends and so many people I would have probably never met, you know, um, had had it not happened. So exactly. Exactly, Debbie, exactly. And so, had COVID never happened, I probably would not be here today, doing this. I mean, maybe I would have because, life is funny and how it works, right? And so, and I won't even say life is funny, but, God is funny in how he works. And um, sometimes it just takes the right time for things to happen. And so, and I guess he was just like, "Hey, hey, it's the time." So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know to say you're grateful for something that like was a tragedy for many people, and for those people, have always just like my heart breaks. I mean, I know a family who, relatively young dad. He worked with my mom. Um, he passed away from it, and like obviously he had health issues he didn't know, but like it was a shock to everyone. And so no, sometimes it's not funny at all. And I didn't mean it like funny, like ha ha funny. I just meant weird, I guess is the right word, in how it all works, you know. Weird is probably a better word. And how, you're like sometimes you have to go through the journey to get to where you are, you know. And so, yeah, I think that's more my message was that I don't know that I would have gone through the same journey or gotten to the same spot had that not happened. But maybe. And maybe it would have just been a different journey. Yeah, if you just happened on or just happened on recently, you haven't heard, sprinkle the love out because your name will get entered in my jar, and we're going to do a drawing here in a little bit before I get off. This piece is taking me longer than I should have known it was going to take a while, and I did know. Um, but I will end this here soon because it's getting, and we will pick it back up. I will find a night, and since I'm going to be live every night, we'll pick it back up with part 2 of putting on all the snow and all the decorations. We'll get the house on there and get this part done, and then part 2 we'll do. I need to figure out the night, but I'll post because I'm going to be posting about these 25 days of gratitude, and so tomorrow I'll be live with Paint Pixie, so I have to use Paint Pixie paint, so I don't want to, do that, because I want to keep this palette for these all the same because I'm going to put all this together. And anyway, I want to keep this supply list the same, but I will post about the 25 days and let you know. Exactly, Brenda, that is true. Yes, Teresa, it is so sad. It is so just devastating. Well, I'm so glad you found me, Teresa, and hopefully I've helped you in some way deal with that loss because I can't imagine. I know how close my sister and I are, and I can't imagine. Like, I don't want to ever imagine. And yeah. And I have to say, I mean, I know that, there are different people all over, but in my experience here, and I've heard people like say how they've had, bad people on their lives and all like of that and things like that. I have never experienced that. And I hope I don't. You know, I really hope I don't because all I have experienced is just great people like you all and awesome people that that are co-creators like myself and, doing like collabs together, which has been so awesome. Meeting all of the people and the new people, everyone has just been, this community is an awesome community. Like I said, I know, some people have had different experiences online and I feel sorry for them. But my experience has just been awesome people in my life that I am very grateful for. Ugh, I'm loving it. It's coming together. We're almost to the point where I can say, okay, we are pretty good for our next step. This is probably going to get covered up 100%, but I'm doing this just so I know where my line is for where I want to say, like, okay, this is my roof, like the what do they call that on the I know what that's called. Um um oh thank you, Teresa. I do you as well. The gable, yes, the gable. Like this little part here. Like I just want to mark it so I know, like, when I'm putting my snowdrops on, like where I want them to start, like dropping down. And they're gonna, like, you may see a little bit of this line, but you're probably not gonna see the majority of this line. It's gonna get covered up. But I just want that part to be called out. And so this is where our snow's gonna, like, and our lights and all that stuff's gonna hang from. So we're just gonna firm that up a little bit. A big tree's gonna come in here, and a tree's gonna come in here, and then we're gonna have our snow and our stuff down here, and we're gonna have a snowman that's gonna sit, like, right here in our front yard. And so I think it's gonna be super cute when we're done with it. We are not done with it. It's not done. But I think we're going to be done for today because it has been a little while. But just, I will post about this. I'll even put a picture of it up because I know it's not great, but that's okay. And we will be back on for part 2. Look for it to be maybe like Wednesday the 1st. And I will be live on Halloween, but I kind of want to do a Halloween thing on Halloween. And so, but this is going to be our winter cottage for our December calendar. I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be okay because we're going to have greenery. We're going to have all kind of stuff. And so we're going to cover up a lot of it, but we've got lights on. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Tamara. So if you missed it, you can go back and watch the replay. We'll put in the background and all of that. We'll worry about that later. But we got our main house in there, and that's what we needed to get done. So y'all have a great rest of your Saturday. I will see y'all live tomorrow at twice, 4 p.m. and 7 p.m., both Eastern Standard Time. The 4 p.m. will be for Paint Pixie. We'll be doing something. I don't know what to do, but it'll be something along the 25 days of gratitude because that's what we'll be talking about is all the things we're grateful for. And then at 7, we'll be talking about the ornament magic class and how and the bonuses that are going to go along with this. So this is mine. And then the bonus is this one. And so how to create this one. And so I love them. And so, but anyway, okay, y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Bye.